I'm liking this.
Food.
I've just spotted something up there. Hi guys, and welcome to a very rainy day in Tak, North Thailand. It's been raining all week, but we're going to get out. We're going to head over to a housing project we saw just over the way there last year. Bit of an update. I do get a lot of comments about, yeah, we'll check these projects out in a year or two. They can look a bit shabby. So we're going to pop over there. And also, yes, Pmod, who owns the project, has a little mini project based on a Nordic theme. And we're going to check out a 3-bedroom house for sale, coming in at under 2 million with furniture, which is going to be the cheapest we've seen in that category. There are some houses being built on the project, so we might have a little look at the materials being used. And I also get a lot of comments on yes, the types of materials. Are they good enough for these types of houses? So you can take a look for yourself. So I reckon we're going to check the little Nordic project first as it's raining, and then we'll head over and see how that project's getting on after, well, it's over a year now, isn't it? It's about 13 months. Time flies. Right, here we go. The workers are at lunch. Now this is a mixture of 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom. And the one we're viewing is a 3-bedroom. Now the main project is just about 1 kilometre towards the mountain over there. Ah, สวัสดีครับ อันนี้คุณเจอบ้านมีไหม ใช่ครับ โอเคครับ And this is the 3-bedroom that's on this little mini project. You've got some 2-bedrooms up there too. So this is actually the cheapest one we've seen, 3-bedroom. It comes in at 1.845 million on 70 square wa. I think that's about 280 square meters. And if you want furniture, it's an extra, well, it's just under 2 million. Oh, it's Christmas. This is for me.
Yes.
Oh, Pmodเหรอ
ใช่ค่ะ
Oh, ขอบคุณมากครับ Oh, and an umbrella. Goodness me. Thank you. ชื่ออะไรครับ Okay. So yeah, it does have that sort of Nordic vibe. Okay. Especially when you come into the main area, you have like a lovely shaped ceiling here. And these are in the properties we saw last year in the project just over the way there. And straight away I'm liking this with the view to the kitchen with the dining room set off it. Now remember, this is the cheapest one we've seen in, well, the 3-bedroom category. It's got a nice flow as you come in. The fridge I'm not sure about, but yeah, you'd be close when you're watching the football. Not too far to run for the beer. But I'm liking this kitchen a lot. It's the best I've seen out of all of the 3-bedrooms pre-built, and looks like a standard finish, but very nicely done. And I like the tile they put underneath there. And you could get some little breakfast stools here, and it's just a tidy little kitchen area. You could put some washing machines under there. There's some store under here. You've got an extractor, plenty of drawer space under the sink. Yeah, I feel like I'm behind a bar. Alright, what do you want? Hey, Leo or Chang? I do like this shape. Gives a really nice feeling of space. And yeah, you got a nice little, well, you could come in through the carport. You got doors here, slide doors. I saw some slide doors in the main bedroom, and you can actually come in through the main bedroom as well, looks like. You got a lovely sized room here. It's just perfect for a double. And yeah, you might need some curtains. Depends what you get up to in your bedroom, I suppose. But yeah, you might want to get some, well, there are curtains on here, aren't there? They've got the drapes at the side here. And yeah, you can go into the garden there. Okay, very acceptable size, and the toilet looks like a pretty good finish actually. Got nice taps here, a nice little lamp, and nice looking shower head there. It's a tiny little heater. It's cute though, doesn't take up too much space. There's non-slip tiles, which are very, very useful. You got the same in the communal toilet here. Pretty much the same spec, but very acceptable. This would be bedroom number 2. I like the ceiling height. It feels bigger than the other houses we've been in. And yeah, very impressed. They have furnished it nicely, I have to say, which does, what can I say? There you go. They have furnished it nicely, and I would probably keep this furniture. I think it suits the house down to a T. This would be bedroom number 3. Very acceptable for the smallest bedroom. And I like the big windows. And you can do your morning stretch. I'm not going to say it, but I mean, yeah, not bad, eh? Not bad at all. This is, as I say, it's going up against the, can we get out here? The 2.45 and the 2.5 million. Ah, it's not bad, is it? Lovely mountain view. You've got a water tank. All comes included. You've got a pump around the back. There's quite a decent little bit of space out here. I mean, you could have a little Barbie out the back here. Swing chair. And your view's pretty good. Yeah. Now, I know a lot of you will say the building materials used won't be super high spec, and they're not on these places. I'm going to go and check one's being built. But as I say, for what you're getting here, I don't think it's bad at all. I think I'm personally like it. The fridge could do with being in the kitchen area somehow. I don't know how that would work. I'd maybe have to speak to the designer about squeezing a fridge in. I'm not sure. Or have it here. I'm not sure. That's my only little fault. But apart from that, I think it's very good. And this is the entirety of this little mini project. So you're not going to get too much noise. Got these little 2-bedroom places at the end here, which look very, very cozy. Then this is a 3-bedroom opposite. And I like the little stone along here. If they've put anything underneath to stop weeds growing, that's a plus, because these places can look a bit shabby after a few years. I mean, I know you're not in Norway, obviously, and you know, but I can see what they're trying to do here, and for the price, you can't really moan. And it's called Love's Hill and Nordic House. There you go. So for those wondering what materials they use, I don't know much about building, but we can have a little look. You've got this metal, it's a rebar, I don't know, going across the front of the drive. They seem to have done a nice render job on the wall. Just got standard ceramic tiles. Now, a lot of guys do moan about the electric sockets, and I would have, yeah, if I was to build, I'd ask to have in every corner pretty much. They've got one there and here, and you've got some higher up, just on the walls here. But yeah, I mean, I'd have one there as well, and down there and down there. So if you do or choose to have one of these built, you could always discuss adding more. This must be where the fuse box comes in. And how are we doing? Here's your piping. For you guys, I want to know the type of it's just general blue PVC piping for the plumbing. And how are we doing for electric sockets in here? We're doing all right. We've got one in that corner, that corner, that corner, two up there, one behind me. There you go. So for you guys, I do understand. I made sure I had as many as I could get into my house because, yeah, you just end up buying loads of extension cables and it looks awful. Not bad. You've got the cows over there grazing. There's one of the breeze blocks. Just standard stuff. You're not going to get your posh bricks that keep the heat out. You're going to get your standard small red brick for the walls in the house like this. And my house was built with them and it's still standing. But it looks well built. And they've done a nice render job over there. Well, that's been a nice place for a barbie, wouldn't it? Very acceptable. So we've got a couple of looks like government officials going to have a look at the house just after me. I don't think that's going to last long, to be honest. I think that's going to go. And yeah, we're going to head off. The project we were at last year is just up there, so we're going to see what changes there have been. All right, let's get going. This kind of, as I said in the last video, sort of 50s America picket fence type of feel. And all it would need is a bit of spray, isn't it, for the grass, and it's pretty spotless. Someone in that one over there. So they are selling. Now, I remember standing here nearly 15 months ago, I think it is, and this was just kind of ready to be built on. So certainly some expansion. This project comes with a lot more land. I think it's 270 square watt. This is a 2-bedroom with 270 square watt. 4 man lo? Okay, this is Song Kwan. I know this guy. Yeah? 4 man, no? Okay, no? สวยนะ Alright กินอะไรกินอะไรไม่ใช่ลาบข้าวเหรอไม่ใช่ลาบข้าวห้าโมงเย็นOkay. So it looks like it's a metal kind of construction up there on the roof. Oi. ฝนตกเยอะนะ Oh. So that's the red bricks that made the wall. And this is Mr. Foreman. Just rendering the outside here. Howdy, Kev. ผู้หญิงทำงานผู้ชายไม่ทำเหรอ ผู้ชายไม่ทำผู้ชายเดินดูพูดเล่น All right. Yeah, it's got the same kind of feel as the Nordic project. Oh. Oh. Okay. All right. I remember I had wind. I didn't have wind problems, but there was a wind problem back then. But this is now the extent of the project. This was all clear when I was here. I think it was March 2020. So yeah, it's definitely a bit of action. But grass seems pretty well kept. We've got some people in here. I don't want to go nosing around in people's houses. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad at all. And there are a couple of units available for rent in the future, according to Mod. She's going to be doing 6-month and 12-month contracts for Westerners that want to explore this area. And yeah, I still like this place. I think it's different to what you find in the bigger cities for sure. But all right, let's head back. It looks like it's going to start raining again. Now I know I call this the kind of this isn't Pattaya folks type of series, but I'd be interested to know if there's any rural areas outside the tourist areas, I don't know, Pattaya, Chiang Mai, that have these little mini projects that I think are pretty good. Are there places like this in Chonburi? How much would it cost if you don't want to be in Pattaya itself but fancy living outside? Well, the condo in Mae Sot wasn't cheap. You know, probably more expensive than you'd find in Pattaya. So yeah, anyone with info, drop it down in the comments. Oh, just driving around the back streets here. I've never been down this way, and I've seen these beautiful trees. And you don't see this very often now in Thailand. You've heard me talk about the logging and deforestation. Yeah, these are rare, and they've been kind of blessed or protected by the monks of this little temple here. And according to my builder, Mr. Wichan, I've just spotted something up there. I need to come back here to have a look at it. This whole area was covered in trees just like that. It's just hanging off the branch there. It's a huge honeycomb. And there are honey hunters here in Thailand, and they've come to our house a few times. They saw them in the trees and they smoked them out using I don't know if it's a special type of leaf, but it's a branch. And I've seen YouTube videos of these guys are crazy. They climb trees higher than this one just to get, well, it's liquid gold for them, isn't it? I don't know, it costs quite a lot, especially if it's fresh virgin honeycomb. And yeah, they don't seem to care about being stung. I don't know whether I should get too close because they're pretty lethal. I've heard of an Australian guy and some locals that have been killed by bees. If you trip and fall or get trapped, or they sting you enough. I had one in the bush just near as I leave the house. I had to spray them because they attacked me. And yeah, I put the onion juice on. Highly recommended if you get stung. Straight for the onion juice. Will stop any swelling or pain. Oh, blimey, what a miserable day. Hey? Even you're hiding over there. You don't like the rain, do you? Hey? Right, let's go and see what that present is. Yeah, talking about bees' nests, I've got these guys under the window here. Wouldn't like to get stung by one of those. Anyway, I've got plenty of onions in the fridge. Come on, let's go and see what the present is. Maybe there's something for you too. What do you reckon? Alright, come on. I'm quite excited. Don't often get presents. I'm gonna have to give that to the wife. I mean, I know there's all gender equality and all that, but yeah, the wife will like that. Could it be a new coffee cup? Hello, that's nice, isn't it? Is it like keeps your drink warm or something? I'm going to use that tomorrow morning. I've got 2 as well. Thank you, Mod. Very nice. All right, yes, thank you to Mod. And well, she's got 3 projects there. I think they're all really nice. And as for the house, I do think there's a serious contender for best pre-built, 3-bedroom pre-built 2021. I liked pretty much everything about it, apart from maybe moving the fridge into another location. Now, I did see a 2-bedroom house at the end, which was also, it surprised me. It was very different design. The ceiling was different, but the kitchen came off from the living area, and you could close the kitchen off. It was a good size, and you had an entrance from the garage, and so if there was any salty fish cooking going on, you could close those doors up, and the bedrooms also were a good size. But yeah, I will be focusing more on property. It is a kind of passion of mine. I've always been interested in it, and a lot of you guys seem to be too. And it is a hot topic. There is a serious divide amongst people that are interested in it and those are vehemently against it. And I have been through the process of buying land and building here. It's not an easy process. It's not something to be taken lightly. I actually went in too early after 2 years of being here. I didn't know the language. I had no idea about the culture. And I found it quite a difficult process. So it's not always easy, and it shouldn't be taken lightly. I do advise spending 2 to 3 years in an area that you like, and in that time, if you're contemplating this, investigate and do your homework. There are Facebook groups out there. You investigate projects, different builders, and you know, because the design and the build quality is different wherever you go. Anyway, on that note, it's time for phrase of the day. Okay, welcome to phrase of the day. Now, I always lose my keys. I'm always looking for my house keys and my car keys. And in the video, you might have heard me say this.
Any kunje ban me, mai?
Kunje, which means keys. Now, I'm always asking Annie and the wife this. Where are the car keys? So if you wanted to say that, it would sound like this.
กุญแจรถอยู่ไหน
Kunje is keys. And it sort of sounds like conjure up something. So you can use that as a sort of memory recognition type tool. And yeah, lot is car. It's with an R sound, but you can just say rot. And yeah, unai. So it's quite an easy one. And if it's the house keys, you change lot for ban, which is house. So kunje ban unai. So there you go. Very useful one. I use it pretty much every day because yeah, I'm always losing keys. Anyway, yes, interesting one today, a quick one. I wasn't actually even going to go out. It's been very bad weather. And so, yeah, anyway, on that note, I'm going to crack open a beer. And I hope you're all safe, I hope you're all well, and I'll see you in the next video.